Hello and welcome to the War Report. I am your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is the show where we talk about NXT and AEW. Quan, are you feeling like the snowman?
N- no,
You ain't got your
can't say I
TK,
am.
you ain't got your TK motivation, whatever
103,
rampage,
101,
whatever
101,
rampage ratings was.
2.86.
TM.
Nah, can't say I have. You know what? Speaking of snowman,
no.
I'm a little concerned. Like
Okay.
out here in like the Northeast area, I know Meals has talked about it on a show, but like this hasn't been winter. This is not the winter I know or I grew up with. We are halfway through February. I have not seen a snowflake at all.
You know,
I'm a little concerned.
you
Like I
wanted to,
appreciate the days outside, but I like try to like go outside and run or like at least a nice brisk walk. But in the long run, I'm genuinely kind of concerned about what's gonna happen.
uh the Who. I hope y'all hear this. The Health Organization. I hope y'all hear this, man. We're
Listen,
scared. We're
you think I'm
scared.
playing? I'm genuinely concerned about like what's gonna happen in the next like 15
Nah,
years.
shit. Very worrying. But you know what? I can't relate to the cold thing, but it is concerning when it's wintertime in Miami. Normally, when it rains, that means the next couple of days or the next following week, it's going to be cold.
Yeah,
It rained a lot last week.
it's
I'm
not
still
cold.
sweating. I'm still sweating when I go outside, man.
This,
It's fucking nuts.
this is
Uh,
crazy.
you know, try to recycle. If you're in Florida, our recycling laws are very strict. So half the shit
Is it?
yeah, it's like super strict. Like let's say you have a Gatorade bottle that you want to recycle. If you
Mhm.
do not peel that plastic off, like that has the thing, like the label on it,
Yeah,
it will go to the trash.
really.
I believe it's because of the glue that keeps the label together. If you
Mhm.
like recycle a bottle just normally, it goes into the garbage. Nobody nobody knows how to recycle right because they never really gave us the guidelines. They just gave us like extra recycling bins and said deal with it, or this is where your plastic goes. So basically, we just have two trash cans. That's it.
Yo, America is garbage, bro. The worst fucking country. What are we doing?
I remember when when the city started giving everybody the blue trash bins for recycling.
Yeah, me too.
A couple years later, because at my job, you kind of have to keep up with like kind of like the regulations of whatever. So whatever gets put in our recycling bin, the city lets us know that they couldn't recycle it, and
Mm.
they tell you why. I know why, and it's just like, well, I do that shit at home, so I know for sure my shit's not getting recycled. um, it's kind of crazy, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. So hopefully spring's a little better, and then hopefully we get our winter. Hopefully we figure this shit the fuck
It's
out and
gonna
we get
be
our winter
90.
back.
It's gonna be 90 outside by like May,
I'm going to Texas really soon. I'm very terrified
April.
about how hot it's gonna be.
Oh my gosh.
Well, when we were in Dallas last year, it wasn't that bad. But weather's weather. Um, we are on the road. We are on the broken pavement to revolution.
The
um,
dirt road.
yeah. The dirt beaten path.
The trenches. We're literally in the trenches.
Yeah, this shit
The
is
actual
terrible.
war trenches.
It
We
is
are fighting for our lives.
it is not good. uh I don't even know what to say for real about
Well, just AEW in general, kind of where it's at
yeah.
right now.
Now I'm a little I'm speechless now. Because it's to the point where it's just like, well, I kind of said what everything I already said. So
Yeah,
it's just like, what? And like I said what I said already multiple times for multiple years. At this point, it's just like, is it really worth talking about right now?
All right. I will say I think this week's Dynamite was better than last week, which isn't saying a lot.
Yeah, the
But
bar is like in hell below.
but I thought today's episode wasn't that bad. But just in general, the build up to Revolution has been very subpar. And it wasn't like, I know we kind of gave shit for like the Forbidden Door build up, how I was kind of shitty.
At least they were trying.
Yeah, at least this point I don't know. I feel like we've been harping on it for a long time now. But yeah, man, this is I'm not gonna say this is the first time AEW's like had to deal with adversity like this, but they're not reacting as well as they did the first time.
Yeah, and it's surely because they don't have the pieces to really work with. I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat right now. Shout out to Chris Novak. It was just like, a Punk return. If I'm CM Punk and I'm looking at the product right now and what they're doing, no, I don't want to come back. Like, what? This is terrible stuff.
But I feel like knowing Punk, #knowing Punk, I feel like he'd be the kind of guy who want to do like I told you so, like you needed me, so when you come back,
no,
you try to make an effort.
But he could do the I told you so and let it drown.
I think he wants to be there. He likes the glory.
My thing is that he could revel in the glory without having to return. Like if I was CM Punk's bitter ass and I saw AEW drown, I was just like, well, that's what you like. It is what it is. Well, and honestly, it's not really that's what you get, because if I'm CM Punk, I would acknowledge I was in the wrong too. But yeah, fuck it. You're cooked.
Speaking of cooked, look, the pressure was on this weekend. It was a big wrestling weekend. Well, last weekend, not this weekend. It was a big wrestling weekend. We had Elimination Chamber in Montreal. The SmackDown before Elimination Chamber was also in Montreal. So WWE decided to make a call to Montreal's own Ariel Helwani, who's known for MMA reporting, as well as working with WWE for BT
combat sports.
Combat sports in general. Well, yeah, before he got banned by Dana White, whatever beef he got with Dana White, I'm not really familiar with it. But
it kind of seems like Ariel Helwani is his like Dave Blickens fan, and so he got cooked. And then people are just like, oh well, you got bullied out of UFC, and it was just like he did the shit that you want every other journalist to like, every other wrestling journalist to do, and then you clown him for it. It's just stupid as hell. But
so the SmackDown before Elimination Chamber, Helwani's there. They have him in the crowd with the fans, with the people, hyping up the main event for Elimination Chamber between Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. And at exactly 8:56 p.m., so an hour into SmackDown, Tony Khan tweets this out of nowhere. No, I don't know where this came from. You're a fraud at Ariel Helwani. You're as legitimate of a reporter as Tony Schiavone. #AEW Rampage. First of all, what Tony do?
Not be a fake ass reporter. That's what he did.
Yeah. So also he like #AEW Rampage, but Rampage had already aired by that point, and only 250 people saw it. So there's that.
Only like not many people saw Keith Lee return.
Yeah, we missed the Keith Lee return. So I guess him and Dustin. I mean, I saw it, but
I'm cool with it.
So yeah, that at that point it was kind of like, whoa, what's this about? Eventually later on that night, Helwani did reply. Thanks for watching, old friend. Can't wait for our next chat. In parentheses, also don't listen to Snowman, Schiavone. You're a legend in my book. And then Tony Khan replied, "Good luck with your unbiased journalism." So we got beef a brewing between Tony Khan and Ariel Helwani. This can date
one-sided.
I wouldn't say it's one-sided, because I mean, if Helwani didn't reply, then I would have said it's one-sided. But he replied and then doubled down on his podcast. So I would say this is a little bit.
You got to talk about it.
You got to talk about it.
Yeah, he not saying I can't answer that.
Yeah, a lot of people think this stems back to Helwani and Tony Khan's really weird interview, post All
Mhm.
Out Scrum, where he didn't really want to speak on anything, while also saying that he's an open book and is willing to speak on things. You
Yeah.
know, there could have been legal reasons why, we don't know. All we know is the interview didn't go well, and both sides weren't very
Yeah.
happy with each other.
Like
We know that much.
Ariel Hawani interviewed him, and I I see both sides, which is very rare because I usually don't care what the other side says. But it was just like, okay, when doing the interview, it's a good reporter or a good interviewer to like, find a way to like get through it. And it was just like, there was that, and then people were also saying like, then just ask about something else. And I was just like, dog, AEW beating the shit out of 3 EVPs is like the most talked about thing right now regarding that company. Period.
That's the only thing people really wanted to hear, especially at that time.
Exactly. Like nobody wants to hear about fucking what is it, Keith Lee Swerve and the Acclaim. Nobody wants to hear about how you book, all this other shit. People want to know what the fuck went down. You have like there's chaos brewing, and the people want to know what the hell going on and what you plan on to do about it. And Punk's future and all that. Like that he asked about what everybody truly cares about, and it's the AEW backstage drama.
Yeah, especially at that time.
So it's just like, answer the question. But then it's just like, why would Tony Khan even my thing is that why would Tony Khan even want to do an interview when that just happened?
Yeah, that's where I'm like, okay, if you didn't want to do the interview, I mean, if you didn't want to talk about that, it's going to be asked.
Like, I kind of would have laid low. Like,
yeah,
shit's kind of nuts. I don't know. I think I just think that part is stupid. But the reaction from wrestling journalists about the Ariel Hawani thing, if you listen to the A show earlier this week, it does just sound like jealousy. Like a whole bunch of dudes that recording this shit from a basement, not a studio, is talking about, he's stepping into our world, or, he's stepping into this space. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I need to look into Helwani why he's so controversial, because it seems like people like either really fuck with him or they don't fuck with him at all. It's one or the other, it seems like, with this guy.
Because I honestly feel for MMA or like people that are into UFC, MMA, Bellator, all that other shit, he is their Dave Blickens fan.
Oh, like he really just like on people's ass, like annoyingly.
He was really on niggas' ass, and I guess he just rubbed people the wrong way. But I feel like it's kind of different in this wrestling space because
I don't want to compare him to David Bixenspan, because Bixenspan is on a different type of level. Was it like that?
No, I don't think that he was like tweeting crazy shit about Dana White at 3 a.m. or whatever shit, comparing him to Hitler or Elon Musk or some bullshit like that. But he was asking questions and talking that real shit.
That's fair. But I think from a more personal aspect from Tony Khan, this tweet is very telling. It is not exactly what he said. It's just like when he said it,
or why
the when and why. The pressure's on. He feels the pressure is getting to him, and he's trying to take it out on anybody he can. But the pressure's on. Let's be honest. What I mean? It's not a secret. WWE is hot right now. Very hot. Like the highest I've seen them in
a really long time.
15 years. I don't know. But
go ahead. Continue.
No, go ahead.
I like there's so many things that you need to worry about than Ariel Hawani showing up on the thing. And like now Ariel Hawani is like wrestling is like, number one, hated now for just showing up. And it's just like, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna hate on the motherfucker that just happens to be there. Like I just think this is so dumb.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
And then what is it? WWE letting their nuts hang for fucking 4 days now.
All right, I hope Tuesday was the last time. Like, okay, all right, y'all about to
Yeah,
relax,
no.
around.
What is it?
Relax.
When it happened on Monday, I was like, no, when it happened on Elimination Chamber, I did a hee hee.
Yeah, I did a laugh.
Then Corey Graves dropped the unbiased shit, and I was just like,
Okay,
all right, it
all
ain't funny.
right,
It ain't
okay,
funny
all
when
right.
you say it. And then Tuesday, everybody started throwing punches.
And then who the fuck is Wesley?
Wesley got a punch in, and I was just like, what the hell going on?
I said, all right, when I heard Wesley the other, all right.
Yeah, I was just like, I was just like, all right, guys, let's relax.
Enough. Booker, I kind of get it. He got a little beef with AEW. I get it. But Wesley, who are you to get involved in any of this? What?
Like, honestly, if I was Wesley, I probably would have cracked a joke on it too, just because I could. Because I also think Tony Khan's a clown. But yeah, it was just playing in his face for 4 days straight.
Yeah.
I do hope that
he had to take it.
I hope they stop with it now. But I don't know. I honestly thought that whole situation was stupid, and
it's just very It's very childish.
It's very childish. And then, excuse me, when all these wrestling journalists started like giving their 2 cents and their thought on the matter, and they're very like anti-Hawani, and it was just like,
I didn't catch any of that, so you got. I saw Meltzer with kind of like, oh, calling him Snowman was a little in bad taste or whatever. But I was like, look,
is it in bad taste?
he called that man out of his profession, said he ain't even real. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, if he's not on cocaine, then it's not distasteful, is it?
if it don't apply, let it fly.
Yeah, it's just a childish insult unless he really on it.
Hey, you know what I mean?
I saw Meltzer talk about it, and then also Meltzer was just like, yeah, Horny kind of cooked him. I saw Post Wrestling talking about it, saying that he'll probably never be allowed in the wrestling space again, or never be allowed to report on wrestling again. And it was just like, he doesn't do that. He's not Scoop Man. He doesn't have a wrestling website or a Patreon page or some shit like that. Like, he just talks about wrestling and then gets interviews.
Plus, it's not even like it's a secret that he was working with WWE. Like, we already knew that.
Like his whole Nick Khan interview like 2 years ago, where they talk about how they were homies.
They literally have a whole like partnership between BT Sport and him in WWE.
And now he doesn't even work for BT Sports anymore.
Yeah, so like, where is this even coming from?
It's just what is it? Basically, like Nick Khan and him, they just know each other, and they give him the look.
No, they don't have a know each other. Like, they have a full-on relationship, like a full-on professional relationship. It's not like they just acquaintances.
Like I believe like I believe that Nick Khan was his agent at some point in time.
Yeah, it was his first agent.
They just worked together at some point, like,
which he even said in any interview. That was the first thing he said.
Yeah,
like, for transparency, we know each other.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. But
he giving him a look. Can't really say what is it? Like, because he does say when he doesn't like the WWE product.
Yeah. You know what this is? This, I hate to be in like, this is the distraction guy. This feels like a distraction. You trying to, kind of like take some heat off of, it wasn't a good episode of Dynamite. It was a lowly rated, TV wise and cage match wise, which must have really hurt him. When both your metrics are like, nah, that ain't it.
Yeah.
Attendance wise, it wasn't a good crowd. It was a small crowd, but even a small crowd can be loud. That crowd wasn't very good. Like, if you compare crowds from tonight, which was actually, I will say, was a good turnout. I believe they sold it out. It had to be like 7,000, which is really good for them. So
good for them.
I don't know, man. It's childish. It's dumb. I don't even like talking about Tony Khan's tweets on this show. It's so whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is. What do we got next? Sorry, let me pull up the notes. We already spoke about it a little bit, but Rampage gets an all-time low rating during All-Star Weekend. They had the early time slot, I believe 7 to 8. So it came on right before SmackDown. And I'll just have to say, hey, man, people were saying that they should be in this time slot. They get in this time slot and they get slaughtered.
All right, I'm gonna give you two to be fairs for this one. To be fair, number one, this was also the lowest rated All-Star weekend of all time.
Yeah.
I believe, or if not all time in a very long time. That's one. Two,
TNT just not hot.
I don't know. Two, I didn't even know that show was on at 7.
Yeah, I didn't know that
I
either.
didn't. I had no idea it was preempted. I think they didn't do a very good job of advertising it, unless I just wasn't paying attention. But I didn't even know it was at 7. So I'd be amazed to see how many people just didn't know. But because it wasn't even like it was like a drop, like a little slight drop. It was a big drop. It was like 100K people.
Damn, bro. So
That's a lot of people.
You don't follow AEW on Twitter, man?
I do.
Oh, damn you. Motherfucker, you wasn't locked in, boy.
I was not locked in.
I guess since the announcement is out now, you have one of the worst rated Dynamites on both your metrics. You have the lowest rated Rampage, and now we get AEW All Access. My first question to you is why?
WB was like, yo, we need another hour of content. What you got for us? And he was like, look, I don't know, some backstage show? a little documentary.
I got a whole bunch of uninteresting people backstage if you want to talk to them. See what they get into. Just a bunch of motherfuckers that play video games and shit. You want me to believe they be outside?
They might be outside. Jericho might be outside.
He outside for doing the wrong shit, bro.
Yeah, he really outside doing the wrong shit. I wonder what Chris Jericho is like. What does he do in his time off besides get drunk and cheat on his wife?
Band practice with Fozzy. You fuck with that? That shit fire, bro. You want to be in the room when they make the next Judas?
They haven't made the next Judas. Judas is like a 10-year-old song. They ain't made shit since. How old is Judas? That's an old song. Let's see.
It's a cover?
No. It's their song.
Oh, I was about to say this shit's been a cover the whole time. My mind.
No. I'm pretty sure that's an original song from them. I want to see when that song came out. 2014? Nope, it wasn't 2014. So it's 2017. Okay, so it's not as old as I thought it was, but still, he didn't even write it. Ew.
He's not that creative to write a song.
Nah. Some band called We As Humans wrote it. It's a Christian band. That makes sense with the name Judas. Is it a Christian album?
Shit, I'm about to make the OG version. The fucking. So I guess it is a cover, just not by anybody we know. But now,
good song.
Am I looking forward to AEW All Access? No. Would I be looking forward to all the clips out of context? Absolutely.
I might watch the first episode.
No.
I watched the first episode of the Cody show, so I'll give the first episode.
You did? Shit.
Yeah, I'm a reality show guy.
But for that motherfucker, you crazy. At that time, you crazy.
If I could sit through an episode of Love Island, I could do an episode of AEW All Access.
But you know what? I'm not gonna judge because you know what I watched.
Yeah, I already know what time you on.
You know what I watched in full totality, and it's 5 episodes. Corey and Carmella.
Ew. I didn't even watch that.
At first, when people were just like, "Oh, it's only 10 minutes," I was just like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Well, it came to me randomly that the show actually happened. And then what is it after SmackDown? No, it wasn't. It was after Raw. I was like, you know what? I got 40 minutes.
Oh no, absolutely not. 3 hours. 3 hours of Corey is enough.
It's only 40 minutes.
Still, I'm talking about 3 hours of Raw with Corey a week is enough. I don't need another 40 minutes of Corey Graves and him and being horny with his wife. I can't do that.
Honestly, what is it?
That's what the whole thing was about. Them being horny the whole time.
That's
I don't need that. I don't want to see
that. They tried to show as if they like not trying to say that they're one dimensional, but like how they portrayed the relationship on the show is just like, okay, I love fucking you and I like being around you. That's it. And it was just like,
That's it.
y'all ain't got no kooky, wacky adventures y'all get yourselves into, like Ms. and Mrs., bruh. You ain't got a wacky dad that you could get cracking on this shit. Like a wacky family member that you just have around for some reason.
Corey Graves left his whole family. What do you mean?
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy. Who said that?
But no, I'm not looking forward to. I just think that this is not what you like. Like, who's gonna be watching this shit for real?
I'm sure it'll have a little audience. You know, I'm not really. Is it? I've heard they're saying it's kind of like the TNA All Access show they had. Do you know exactly what it's about? Besides that, I kind of missed the promo.
All I saw was a tweet that said AEW is doing Total Diva, but with boys. Didn't even call them men.
They were boys.
Just with boys. You want to see fucking Anna Jay and Jungle Boy go on a date, bruh?
Are they still together?
Are they still together? Next topic.
I don't know.
Kenny Omega contract update, man.
Kenny.
Let's see if he stays.
Let me open it up real quick. Let's see what Kenny had to say. Kenny's contract, he signed in Fightful reported. He signed in February 2019, a 4-year deal. We are now 4 years past February 2019. We are in 2023. However, they are unsure if there was a clause due to the injury that he had, if he has to make up for the 9 months, similar to what a lot of WWE contracts were like, where they would extend the contract if you were out. Mm-hmm. So we're still not sure. I know there's been rumblings that he might be leaving. Me personally, I feel like there's some distance between the Elite and Tony Khan. I'm just speculating. I have no info on that. It just seems like it from the show. Ever since they came back, they kind of do their own thing. They don't really feel like they're part of the rest of the AEW ecosystem. In a way, does it feel like that to you? Kind of like what Cody was at when he was on his way out.
Yeah,
it feels a lot like that to me.
Yeah,
where they're kind of doing their own thing. Like I feel like there's no cohesion with their stuff with the rest of the show.
The trio shit is shitting. Oh, I mean, I said this before AEW even started in a conversation with my friend Alora. I said, Kenny Omega, at this point, he already had the ankle injury in New Japan that kind of slowed him down a little bit. I said, if he goes to AEW, by the time he goes to WWE, he's going to be damaged goods.
He's also been wrestling forever.
And then, the high intensity style or, the very fast paced style that AEW does, not gonna help at all. And another thing that I always talked about with Kenny Omega, and whenever he gets injured and then he still comes back wrestling the same way that he does, I'm always just like, there's a lot of wrestlers that get injured. They lose a pep in their step and they change the way that they wrestle. It happened with AJ Styles. It happened with Daniel Bryan. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other motherfuckers that we could, Stone Cold Steve Austin, a whole bunch of people that we could probably reference in this way. And Kenny Omega hurts his ankle, hurts his shoulder, has the vertigo, all the shit that is piled up, still wrestles the same.
I mean, if he feels like he can still go,
he can
still go. I mean, he didn't look as bad as he did when he first came back.
Yeah. When he first came back, he wasn't ready. Absolutely, they forced that shit to happen because there ain't no fucking way he was ready to go when he was still wearing the compression shirt with the whole ass Mad Max shoulder pad on.
That was weird.
He wasn't. I know for damn sure he wasn't ready when he was there then. But if WWE doctors, or he could take care of himself just for take care of himself a little bit, and he could come back, be the same Kenny Omega that he was at Wrestle Kingdom, then I would say that WWE got the.
But this is the thing, though. WWE has a way harder schedule than AEW does. So he might put more on his body unless he drastically changes how he wrestles. But I don't know if he's able to do that. Will it still be effective? Will it still be Kenny Omega?
At least they'll have real medical professionals at WWE.
Oh, okay. I see what we're doing tonight.
Um,
I see what type of time you on.
hey man, you saw
I see what type of time you on.
you saw how they let Jeff Hardy still out there.
You
You saw how they still let Matt Hardy out there.
I saw that man.
You saw what they
Brains
did to,
dunked like a basketball.
what is it? Alex Reynolds. That boy was not the fuck out. The Young Bucks just dragged his body. Come on, man. But not like I can't say that I'm like too excited or I'm looking forward to this. I would have to see which Kenny Omega shows up. Because it seems like he's not like.
So you think he's gonna leave?
I think it would be best if he left.
That's not what I asked.
So you think he's out?
Do you think he's out?
I'm gonna go and say yes.
This feels eerily similar to how Cody went out.
Yeah,
like not crowd reaction wise, but just how they are formatted into the show.
Yes, and then also like with Cody, it was also just like you know, the responsibilities of being an EVP, and then also just the AEW is not the AEW that he envisioned. Or like,
it might be. I mean, Kenny might feel the same way. This isn't what I envisioned.
That's it. That's exactly what I mean.
Oh, okay, got you.
So it's just like, and honestly, like, I don't think the shows will be hurting without him.
They're not really a part of the. They're not really a part of the shows.
Exactly. So if he was gone, or Tony Khan was just like, nah, I'm good. I'd be like, yeah, like the trio shit is not doing no ratings. It's not really the best shit on the show. So it's just like, who gives a shit, really?
Also, that trio match they had on Rampage wasn't very good either. They were doing like basketball trick shots in the middle of the match. I said, what are we doing?
Yeah, I saw that. I said, yeah. Some dumbass was watching this, and then I was just like, wait, Rampage came out early? But yeah, no, if I honestly won't be too excited unless I know which Kenny Omega shows up. So we'll see.
You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be the same thing as Shinsuke. He can give us one banger, coast the rest of the way.
Amen.
That's it. That's it.
Where
is Shinsuke?
I don't know.
Free Shinsuke, man.
Where he gonna go?
I don't know.
Back to New Japan? Shit.
Back to New Japan.
You see what they did to Koshida, bro. That boy left.
Hey, can we talk? Speaking of
go ahead.
Speaking of New Japan, what's old boy's name that Okada beat up?
Okada.
What's my man's name? Why he do that?
Yeah, Okada went full Hulk Hogan. He said, "This shit really, that's not gonna work for me, brother." I watched the match.
I'm gonna beat this dude ass in 15 minutes.
Yeah, that dude.
Finisher.
That nigga had a raw. That nigga had a raw main event with the nigga. God damn.
This is like kind of I know. When I saw the Discord, it was like 15 minutes. Like I can actually tap into this. I got time. Hold on. Let me go watch this real quick.
And then what is it? Okada recently said that I'm done with Noah. So that means Noah guys are definitely going to be in the G1. We'll see how that goes. And they'll probably
for sure. And they need that. G1 needs that bad.
Yeah, desperately.
They need a shot of something to push that up. If I see Toru Yano in that damn list again, I'll never watch New Japan ever again. I'll never watch it again.
You're gonna see Toru Yano, and people are gonna be like, "Nah, Toru Yano's actually really fun, man."
If I see Toru Yano in the damn G1 one more time, I'm gonna lose it.
And you know what block he's gonna be in? He's gonna be in the exact same block with Naito and Zack Sabre Jr. every time.
He'll probably beat Okada by like count out or something. Some stupid shit. We've seen it. It's been done to death. I don't need to see that. Speaking of also, since we're already overseas, did you watch Monet versus?
It wasn't overseas.
Oh, it was in California. That's right. In New Japan, whatever.
Did you watch it? Yeah, we're gonna talk about that on Patreon. But also, I just think it's really funny. I thought it was really funny that it was just like, Eddie Guerrero, he wrestled in Japan, so I'm gonna wrestle in Japan, and it was just like, I didn't know California was part of Japan, man.
She'll be in Japan soon enough. They'll give
I
her a
was,
Japan
I,
match.
I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about right now? But while we're at New Japan, let's talk about the former New Japan employee, Kota Ibushi.
Think
He
of
said he
Wild.
might. He said he might show. He said he might show up to AEW, and I said, yeah, AEW could use some trash like that.
Whoa. Oh my. All right. I'll be honest, I haven't kept up with what Kota Ibushi has been doing for the last like 3 years. I don't know what this guy's been up to.
He hasn't been doing much.
Okay. That's fair enough. Last Kota Ibushi match I think I remember watching like straight up was like Golden Lovers versus the Young Bucks, whenever that show was. I don't know how long ago that was, but that's probably the last time I caught up with him. But he said with how you say Peruso? I never knew how to say that word. Peruso blow.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
You know, like how they see like Japanese wrestlers like Peruso, whatever. Yeah, whatever. You know what it is. Peruso flow, whatever. If I'm saying it wrong, it's fine. In the case of a contract with AEW, I would like to sign a contract with AEW that I will participate in for about a week every month until the basic foundation of the dojo is solidified. He wants that Brock Lesnar schedule. Would you give it to him? Would it be worth it in your eyes, do you think?
No. What they gonna do with a part-timer?
Put on like a good match once a month. Yeah, I don't think a part-time guy really helps them in this situation. It's not like it's a Brock Lesnar situation where he's a box office draw. You know he's gonna sell tickets.
Yeah,
Kota Ibushi might sell tickets in certain places, but not every place. Brock Lesnar can sell out not even Louisville, some bullshit ass town in like Missouri somewhere if Brock's on the card. You might not be able to do that with Kota Ibushi.
No, you for sure can't do that with Kota Ibushi. And the way that Tony Khan likes to introduce people or whatever, it's not gonna work. So if Kota Ibushi came up to me saying, you know, I would like to be a part-timer in your promotion, absolutely not. Or I'm a lowball the fuck out of you.
Because does that mean you're just not on the show at all? Will you still be at the shows?
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, how are you going to build up any of these matches that you want to do? I mean, even at minimum, even if Brock didn't wrestle all the time, he was at least at the shows to like build it up, especially more recently. You know what I mean? At least give us something. I'd be interested to see what happens. I low key wish he kind of would decide to go to WWE, but I don't think he wants to work that schedule. There's no way he's working that schedule.
I can't see shit. I can't say I'm the biggest Ibushi fan or that I care about Ibushi at all, really. After his match with Tanahashi at that G1, I thought that match was really good. I wasn't fucking with him since. I'm not the biggest fan of Kota Ibushi, so I can't say I'm excited or waiting for this to happen because I'm not excited for most people going over to AEW. So
you are fired up today. I like this.
I mean, I'm not gonna act like I care. Like it's always been that way. Like people come to AEW, they get put on for a couple weeks and then they go up to obscurity. Like look at Keith Lee. At least he won a championship before he went to obscurity. Most niggas don't even get that chance.
That you writing off Keith Lee already?
I just gave him props.
That was the most backhanded props ever.
That boy came out at Rampage looking 75 years old, bruh. Like,
yeah, I don't know if he was trying to go for like the salt and pepper.
Oh, he ain't that wasn't no salt and pepper.
A little bit too much salt.
That shit was all bomb ash. Oh, that shit was crazy, bruh.
Oh man.
Yeah, like I don't really. Yeah, if you listen to the last G show or I don't know any like I forget which Patreon show I said it on, but I'm just not a big fan of Kota Ibushi. Like I think he's very overrated. So that might be perfect for AEW. That's the type of niggas they hire anyway.
Wow.
Yeah. So it is what it is. All right, let's get into AEW. This should be quick. All All right. So we get the tag team battle royale. Who won it?
Who won? You didn't watch it?
Oh, I absolutely did not.
Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal won the battle royale. Thanks to
Okay.
Satnam Singh.
That's cool.
So far we have the Acclaimed versus the Guns versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. Next week there'll be another battle royale to determine the last team in the Fatal 4-Way.
Who do you
I
think
feel
is
like
gonna Butcher Blade?
I hope right. I don't know, probably like Lucha Bros or something. They were very over tonight with the crowd. I think when you have the Guns and the Acclaim, you kind of need a team like Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal to be in that match. Otherwise, it might be a fucking mess. So
I'm telling you, the Guns, they said, "Oh, first title defense, we gonna get 3 other teams to carry you."
yeah, absolutely. I think they're gonna need that. So I understand why Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal would be in it. Also, I like Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, so that's fine. As far as the 4th team, I don't know, but the battle royale itself, it was a battle royale. Typical spots you would see in a battle royale in 2023. They were all there. Phoenix had a cool little spot where he ran off the top of the ropes and kicked one of somebody. I don't know. Cool. That's it, really.
That's nice. We get Orange Cassidy and Wheeler Yuta to start the show. Wheeler Yuta, why? I saw the video package that started it, and then Wheeler Yuta was just like, you know what? I became pure champion on a dead promotion, and you never text me congratulations. And I was just like, who gives a shit, bro? I guess I don't know. It was just like, I thought you were my friend type shit. I don't really know how this really started, but
well, because Wheeler Yuta was with them.
Yeah, I remember that, but it's just like, why are you mad at Orange Cassidy?
Well, I think what it seems like to me is that Blackpool Combat Club, all of them are turning heel, besides Brian. I don't even know if he's in the group anymore. But it seemed like they're turning heel. From the main event and this opening match, that seemed like the thread of this night was that Blackpool Combat Club kind of had an edge to it. During the match, Claudio comes out. We haven't really seen much of him as far as like on the shows.
All he does is like hug Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah, but this time he came out and smacked Wheeler Yuta in the face and then like on some like dictator shit, like pointing like go fight him, fuck that nigga up. So then that happens. It was Wheeler Yuta wrestling a lot more aggressive, definitely more heelish compared to usual, and Claudio didn't really give off a friendly demeanor either. So I think they're kind of going. I don't know if they're doing like I'm envisioning is like some kind of like Cobra Kai type deal where like Claudio the dojo master, you can have a bunch of young boys.
I think that's very disrespectful to Cobra Kai.
Look, man, that movie's like 40 years old. I don't care. They have a show, don't they? They do have a show on Netflix. I forgot.
Yeah, it's called Cobra Kai.
I know.
It came out very recently.
I know. But I kind of think that's what it seems like, but then I'm not sure. Because in the main event, what's his name? Moxley was working kind of heel too. And then at the end, like they came, well, we'll talk about when we get to the main event, but it's just like something's up. So I don't know if Claudio would be the leader of it, but I can't see Moxley. Like he doesn't give me like leader of a dojo vibe like Claudio would.
Shit, neither does Claudio. What the hell?
Yeah, he does. He's a martial artist. He's worked, he knows different styles.
That nigga dork in AEW.
I think that, so it looks like there's some kind of change in the demeanor, and I'm interested, for now at least, see how that goes. It's giving Claudio something to do, which is fine by me.
Main event. I'm assuming that Moxley defeated Evil Uno.
Yeah, this was a very much it was a weird match to main event the show, not because the participants, but also kind of what the match was. It was very much Evil Uno got some spots in. He didn't look bad. It was just like, okay, he got spots in, but then Moxley like finished it up really quick. I don't know if they were like didn't have a lot of time left, but it was pretty much like, the big spot was like he rips Evil Uno's mask off because of course he would. And Evil Uno bleeded. He bleeded a lot. He bleeding all over the place. It was like shooting out of his head. And then like he got choked out, and that was kind of the finish of the match. And after the match, he wouldn't let go. And then the rest of Dark Order come out. and then the rest of Blackpool Combat Club come out minus Brian. They all get into a scuffle. Hangman comes out. Kind of end of the show, but Moxley was working very, very much heelish and like really whooping Evil Uno's ass for most of the match.
Well, somebody has to be a heel if he's going to go against fucking Hangman again. Because
at least they're not doing two faces against each other. Maybe they finally learned their lesson.
Well, shit, they're going to cheer Jon Moxley anyway. It is what it is. All right, quick hits. Christian Cage has this. He was going to have an interview. Yeah, well, shit. What else is there on the show? You want to go in depth on Saraya versus Sky Blue, bruh?
You said I'm gonna stand on Discord, so maybe I did. Shit. Maybe I wanted to.
All right, go ahead. Tell me all about it.
I watched that fucking match.
All right. Christian Cage was gonna have a sit down. The Jungle Boy comes out, hits him a little bit, and then pussies out of giving him the concerto, and then Christian makes him bleed. That's the end of that segment. Bryan Danielson and MJF have another promo segment. MJF just talking way too much as usual, and Bryan saying nothing of note for real. So
said, "You watch it, Mister." That's basically what he said.
Yeah.
But MJF like, "I'm gonna talk about your kid." He was like, "Hey,
you talk about
you watch it, buddy. I'm gonna kick your ass."
He said, I'm gonna kick the shit out of you. And then what is it? When they had the little brawler pull apart, MJF was getting beats off on them. So I was just like, that boy Cal.
Also, that you know what though? I will say this: that's the first time I've heard shit from AEW in a minute.
Yeah.
Usually they were saying it once a week. I heard it in a minute. That kind of threw me off. Oh yeah, I forgot they could say that.
Yeah, this felt a little more realer.
Yeah. Also, MJF's promo this week was barely another. This one felt kind of incel-y. Like it.
Oh no, pure incel. Nobody loves me, so nobody I'm gonna be evil. Me.
I was like, what? What kind of Joker shit is that?
And then
I think want to be an evil villain so fucking bad. You know what? Oh, go ahead.
Wait, apparently Sean Ross said there is a lot of truth to the promo, unlike the police promo, the dead girl promo. His wife and fiance, like him and his fiance did split, and I was just like, all right, just because like I just feel like, all right, just because there's some truth to it, does it make it good?
Yeah, well, I don't know why we keep adding to this MJF lore about why he's so evil. You know what? I kind of came to discovery while I was like had a little shower thought. Not that I was showering and thinking about MJF, but yeah, I guess I was. I guess I was. But like,
what kind of man?
What kind of a grown ass man? But I feel like I know what my problem is with MJF now that I can like fully explain it. Is that his gimmick? Is that he's a wrestling heel? Like that's his gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
His gimmick
like,
is like
he's not actually.
My character is my character is that guy. I'm a bad guy.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
but not like
he's
like
not naturally. He's not naturally shitty or.
It's not like Scott Hall or even like Dominic, where it's like he just a really slimy little. It's like, hey, I'm a bad guy. Hey guys, look at me. I'm a bad guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like he's not that. He's trying very hard to tell you that he's evil, very much like a Pixar villain.
Yeah, like you feel like it's like a Riverdale villain or something like
you
know like when you're like in an
he's
anime,
very Despicable Me.
Like, you know, like in an anime where like the antagonist or the villain just like gives you his whole life story before the fight. Like nobody asked for that. That's kind of how I feel with them. They're like, I don't give a fuck if you know what I mean, if some girl didn't like you. Yeah. What are you, 24 years old? You're 25 years old. Some girl didn't like you. You're senior year of high school. The fuck? I don't care.
Yeah, so that segment very boring. I don't know. It still doesn't make me excited for the match at all because they're going to be wrestling for an hour. So
and that's the story where like, oh, can MJF go an hour? I'm sure he can, but I just don't care.
Like this the story is like, oh, can MJF go an hour? And then he's talking about his fiance breaking up with him.
Yeah, I don't care.
Like
he wants to add to his lore. For some reason,
about like why he's so evil, and it's just like,
yeah, I just don't care why you're evil, bro.
Like
means nothing to me.
He doesn't really do evil shit. All he really does is just say he did evil shit and put people in your path. That's life. That's it. He's another.
I
He
guess,
ain't
man.
no real shit. Next we get Soraya versus Sky Blue. Terrible match.
I ain't watch it, so
This motherfucker's a check stealer. Soraya, dog, stop it. TK, please put an end to this. And
he
if
signed her for 4 years. She ain't going nowhere. Kidding me?
Tony Khan's a fucking clown, yo.
And she had a title match.
So even dumber. Sky Blue, if she joins the little Blood and Guts team.
She ain't joined no team.
All right, girls.
Sky Blue. I don't even know if they're doing Blood and Guts. We're just guessing. I don't know where this is going to lead to, but you know.
Chris Jericho and Ricky Starks has a segment that I thought was terrible. Very long-winded and dumb. It tried to make it seem like
some reverse psychology shit.
Yeah, like what did Smokey say? I got reverse psychology over I got hypnosis over Devo or whatever the fuck, and then tricked a veteran fucking Chris Jericho to sign a contract. That's so stupid.
It was very goofy, cartoony Chris Jericho stuff.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, you don't want to match? You say you're done with me? No, you're not done with me. Yeah, I was like,
you know, it felt very Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duckish. It felt like it felt like not a Sesame Street. What's this shit called? Looney Tunes fucking skit. It wasn't for me.
Yeah, not great. Then what is it? We got the Acclaim defeating the Firm. It's the Firm. What can we say?
It's the Firm, baby. Lee Moriarty's music's still the worst music in wrestling. That shit sounds fucking terrible.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
And time for NXT, baby. Let's go.
That's it? There's nothing else? There had to be more than that.
Shit, if you could think of it.
Hold on. We got all the matches too and everything?
Yeah.
Hold on. We did talk about all the matches. Okay. Yeah. Also, Adam Cole coming back in March. We kind of talked about it with the big announcement.
He's most likely coming after Revolution then.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think if he were working at Revolution, we would have probably had some kind of inkling of who his opponent is. So yeah, he's coming back next month. So that's good. I think the main event scene really needs him. Aussie Open versus Young Bucks at Rampage. I'm actually looking forward to that. I like the Aussie Open. So no Kenny on the show, so I don't know if he'll be on Rampage. I haven't seen the spoilers yet, but yeah, we're right with that.
With me. All right. NXT, we get Ilya Dragunov beating Trick Williams. I thought Trick Williams looked. This is probably Trick Williams' best match.
No, this is not probably Trick Williams, but this is absolutely Trick Williams' best match. That man got a "This is awesome" chant and a "Fight Forever" chant.
Nah,
they don't even own Fight Forever no more. That's the other companies.
I don't know. That crowd is ridiculously dumb, so it's whatever. They're probably just saying that shit to troll.
Then they just said "Fight Forever." I said "Fight Forever." Trick Williams. All right, game done changed, man. Yeah, I know. Last week I said we're gonna have a discussion if Dragunov couldn't get a good match out of Trick Williams. He did, so we don't have to have the discussion. Fine match. Yeah, this is good. I thought it was very interesting that it seems like Trick Williams and Carmella kind of growing apart. I think we'll get into it later, but like his reaction after the match, he was like, "No, I'm gonna stick around, like partying right now." Very interesting, very telling. So we'll see what happens with that. How do you feel about the match?
It's his best match. I thought it was really good. Trick Williams saw a lot of development, so that is always a plus, especially for NXT. Still, for people, like Trick Williams, just to get better in the ring. I think that's really good for him.
I wonder if Trick I wonder if Trick took Neil's advice and went to go talk to Booker T. Because when Emil said that, I was like, yeah, they do have very similar body types. They're both like all legs.
Yeah,
that would make sense.
But he wanted to be boxer, nigga.
Let him cook. Let him try something. He wanted to try something out. You know what I mean? I was fucking with it.
Yeah.
Devlin got his eye back.
He got in his retina back.
Back in his head, so that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to Dragunov versus Devlin. It's gonna be a fun match.
Mhm.
Or Dragunov Carmelo if we get to that, because that could be something that could happen too, and that'd be
Mhm.
a hell of a match, man. Dragunov, he's one of those guys, man.
Yeah, Carmelo Hayes
One of them
isn't
ones.
really having much he's not getting much like TV matches. I think it's been like 2 weeks since he had a TV match. So what they need to do is that I need a segment between him and Braun Breaker. Like I need them to get in the ring with one another and look each other in the eye.
Well, they
It'd be
got
like
time.
no, I know they got
before we
time.
get there.
Yeah,
I
I
would
know,
say.
but like let's get it cracking. Like now that the
Well, they
gender shit
kinda
is
did
done
it.
with.
They kind of did on Tuesday. They definitely had like a little stare
He-
down, but it got broken up pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, let's start getting that cracking. Like let's start. I don't want to see
I'm
no more
saying
gender.
it's like
match.
what? It's like what? 6 more weeks.
Yeah, I know, but like
yeah,
let's,
mad time.
yeah, let's get. I like right now. I can't. I could only vision the Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes. Like, what else is going to be on that takeover? I swear to God, if they put what is it? Apollo versus Baba Kato on that card. Shawn Michaels did not.
No, that's not gonna be on that card. There's no way
HB
Apollo versus Dabba-Kato gonna be on that fucking card.
HBK
That could be
did
done.
it.
That'll be done in 2 weeks. We really got 6 weeks to go. We got plenty of time for Stand Deliver. So a lot of these little sub feuds, I don't think gonna be much of anything.
Yeah, let's not see any more. Let's not see any more of it. What else we got here? We got JC Jane versus Indy Hartwell.
Jane.
I thought this match was okay. And then I'm glad Indy didn't have to take another pin to somebody, trying to establish themselves. Gigi comes out, starts putting the beats on him.
It's too soon. I think it was too soon. They should have built that up. We should.
Nah,
I think
it's good enough.
We shouldn't have seen Gigi till mid
A week before.
Mid March. Give me like
Man, that kick,
March 7th, March 14th.
that kick
We
didn't
would've
fucking go
seen
down.
Gigi.
That kick wasn't that hard, bruh.
Her head bounced off the door like 3 times. Did you do like a basketball dribble?
She didn't get no CTE. She fine, bruh. She didn't get stretchered out. Shit straight.
The show ended before the stretchers came out.
No, whatever.
You saw that footprint on her face?
That shit would have been a WWE digital exclusive. Seeing
Yo,
her.
Whoever homeboy said Kyle O'Reilly had a seizure.
Oh, brother.
That shit was so funny. Niggas really was. And then I think Swerve tweeted something like, obviously in character. People was like, it was like, that's what you get or something like that. And niggas thought he was like making fun of him for having a seizure. Yeah, internet's hilarious, bro. They will go with anything.
They said the hashtag safety police. Next we get Tony D'Angelo defeating Von Wagner. Matches not great. I don't like what they're doing with Von Wagner right now. I feel like
They gotta do something with him.
they're doing something, but let's do something where Rob Stone doesn't have to talk as much or exist.
Wait,
actually,
you want Von Wagner to talk?
let him. I feel like he could talk for himself at this point. Rob Stone don't really add nothing to him.
He's trying to. That's the whole gimmick.
He's doing a terrible job.
I'm not very interested in either of these people at the moment. Tony Angelo does win, and then Tony Angelo who is he call out again?
Dijak
in a street
to a jailhouse street fight.
You know what that means? It's gonna be a classic. Shit gonna be fire. That shit about to be fire. I already know. Anytime Tony Angelo's in a random ass street fight, it's probably fire. And Dijak's in it, so I know it's gonna be fire. So he also one of them ones who don't have bad matches.
Yeah. Next, Grayson Waller calls out HBK to a match, I guess.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Nigga, please.
What are we doing? What is this? What is? I still don't know what this is leading to. I have no idea. This makes no sense to me.
It's leading to a debut, so somebody could talk on his fight on his behalf.
I was like, who's talking for him? Not Dragon Lee.
Yeah, not him.
I can
Jay
only
White
imagine.
Jay White about to fight for for
If it's
HBK.
Jay White, that'd be kind of fire. I don't know how they have any correlation with each other or like any kind of
No, they
relationship.
absolutely don't.
I don't know. Do they even know each other? But I, I'm really hard pressed on who would be fighting for Shawn Michaels. Like who, unless it's like Gargano or Champa.
I mean, for Gargano, that would be kind of full circle and fun.
Yeah.
But,
Yo, I didn't even think about that. Forgot he the one. Yeah, that makes sense. You know what? I'm going to be Gargano. That makes perfect sense.
if you say, well, I'm not gonna say if you say so. It's like it does make sense. Well,
I don't think
I
it's
feel
Dragon Lee. That doesn't make sense for it to be Dragon Lee to me.
it's gonna be a new
Why,
signee
why would Dragon Lee care?
because HBK signed him.
So
You gave me the opportunity. I'm gonna fight on
HBK
your
signed all
behalf.
these niggas. HBK signed them. Why everybody didn't stand up for him? Well, I guess Tyler Bate did, but
Exactly. So some niggas are grateful, and some people got their own problems to worry about.
I just don't see why Dragon Lee would be the one to stand up for him. I don't. It doesn't make sense to me.
I already gave you a reason.
It don't make no sense. Gargano makes sense. He probably ain't gonna be on the WrestleMania card anyway. He definitely gonna be on the WrestleMania card. Definitely
What
gonna
you
be.
mean?
Gargano definitely gonna be on the
Andre
WrestleMania card.
Andre the Giant Battle Memorial, whatever.
That's on Friday. That's on SmackDown now. They don't even get on the show no more.
That's fire. I love
They
that.
put that on SmackDown.
But yeah, it'll be revealed in due time. Braun Breaker versus Jinder Mahal. Garbage.
It was a match. I don't
Ass.
I don't even want to blame Jinder. I feel like this was kind of on Braun.
What?
You're the champ.
So he got to carry Jinder, who came down to NXT to help.
I don't think Braun was wrestling that much better than Jinder in this match. my thing.
That's crazy.
I don't
Jinder
think
was
Braun
definitely
was
stinking it the fuck.
I don't think Braun was really doing anything that was really spectacular either in this match. So
because he's
it's not
working
like
with Jinder. What the fuck is there to work with?
I'm putting some of this on Braun. This ain't all on Jinder. I'll say that.
Why it has to be Braun's job to uplift Jinder when he's the he's NXT?
Braun looked kind of lost out there. I ain't gonna lie to you. He looked like he didn't know what was going on at certain parts of the match.
Because Jinder's ass.
I think it might be Braun too. Regardless, I think it is interesting that they're pointing out that Braun's getting booed. I don't know if they're trying to John Cena him or we're soft launching into a heel turn.
What is it? Everybody in the crowd's a plant. That's all I know.
But I just think it's very interesting that they're referencing it. They've done it multiple times at this point. Like they're going out of their way to say, "Hey, some of the crowd's not really fucking with this guy," which I don't think I've ever seen WWE do. They'll just straight up ignore it.
Yeah, that's why I think everybody's in the crowd's a plant. What is it? When they did the video package before the match, and that person had the big Braun "You suck" sign, I said that's a plant.
Nah, because they were definitely doing the Braun Breaker sucks John Cena thing. So I think that crowd really just doesn't fuck with Braun no more. And I'm not as not much vitriol from me, but I get it. At this point, Braun's he's losing me. I gotta be honest. Braun's losing me. I think he's a hell of an athlete.
Oh, I always felt like he, should lose the belt as champion. But
he's losing me altogether. He's not interested. I'm not interested in what he's doing. I haven't in a while.
I thought the lead up to the Grayson Waller stuff was cool, but the first match was like whatever. And then the second build was like whatever. But,
you gotta show me something, man. I'm not seeing.
He ain't gotta show me shit no more because
it's Carmelo.
It's Carmelo Hayes time.
Brian, he gotta show me something. He gotta show me something too.
Yeah, he gotta show me he can win without cheating.
There's still something missing with Carmelo, and I still don't really know what it is yet.
He has a terrible finisher.
But yeah, too. I hate that finisher. I hate any finisher where you gotta like set it up and you have to be bent over. I hate it when Cena did it. I don't like when Carmelo does it. Also, you're just about to break your damn tailbone. Carmelo, maybe 28? You got a long career to go.
I prayed that he wins clean at Stand and Deliver. Like that's what I need most from him.
Both of you guys gotta prove something to me.
I feel like it's gonna be a banger. Quick hits. We get the Mako workout plan. This woman's out her damn mind.
I would have told Mako to kiss my ass. Get me fucked up. I went to a Mako.
Motherfucker did 1,000 push-ups and then said, "You ready for what's next? Die."
These are 1,000 squats.
Oh yeah, 1,000 squats.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Peace.
kiss my ass.
Y'all got it. I'm not doing that.
All those other women that was tapping out. I feel you. Fuck all that. What is it? Schism bothers Tyler Bate, which I was just like, whatever. I honestly don't know why you guys are here. I don't even know what Tyler Bate was even out there for, really. But yeah, Schism comes out, taught they shit.
You know what really bothers me about Schism? They don't let their best talker talk.
Who's their best talker?
Zach Gibson.
I mean, I guess.
Who's their best talker for sure?
I guess. I just feel like the fucking Schism, subject matter is very limiting. So it's not like he's gonna still be the same expressive person he was when he was in Grizzly Young Veterans. He got to play that weird weird cultist part. So it's not gonna be as fun as as it was for Grizzly Young Veterans.
Also, I'm not gonna say their name in the Discord, but whoever said Ava Rain really can't close her mouth, that was great.
I wasn't gonna reference it. I wasn't gonna say it.
That was funny. It's not funny, but it's kind of funny.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Speaking of Schism, Chase U versus Schism. Interesting. Tia Hale still has some PTSD about getting kidnapped. Understandable. But look, man, Chase, you gotta get their head in the game, man. I'm with Duke on this one.
Yeah, stop babying her. If she gonna be like this, leave her ass at home.
We're staying in the back.
You feel me? Stay your ass at home. Andre Chase.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to get this goal. I'm trying to get these wins.
He got favoritism with these students, man. You feel me? Focus on your work. I'm about to call the police on your ass.
Excuse me?
You feel me? I'm reporting this nigga to the dean, boy. Giving this child special treatment. Get your head in the game, man.
Also, look, man. Babyface Duke, not Duke. Babyface Andre Chase. He throwing little moonsaults in his little arsenal now. Okay, Andre.
Yeah, he was going dummy out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Once every like 2 months, he'll bust out some wild shit like out of nowhere. Remember he had that random ass match with who was it? Was it Apollo? He had that fire match against somebody for no fucking reason.
Hey, he do that often.
No, he don't. It was like a random ass match for no. Like they was going crazy. I was like, why are they doing this?
He go hard all the time. You feel me? Andre Chase goated.
I don't know about all that. Who was I can find it. Was it JD? It might have been JD.
Probably. Who knows?
It was going crazy though.
Next, we get Gallus versus Team BBC. I can't really say I care about this match. And then it seems like we're gonna get Pretty Deadly versus Gallus again. And
at first I thought Pretty Deadly was kind of going babyface, but then when they beat up Gallus like that, I don't think so.
I mean, shit.
It didn't seem like it. That didn't feel very babyface to me.
Shit, Gallus don't really seem babyface to me. They seem like nothing, actually.
Yeah, Gallus, I don't know what their alignment is, and Pretty Deadly, they could have been, but I think that beatdown solidified they are not even tweener. That was a heel beatdown. That was a ass whooping.
That shit came out fire, bro.
That wasn't no Moxley BCC type stuff. That was like, oh no. So this ass whooping. We want our belts back. I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish they kept the down bad thing going a little bit longer though.
Nah, that's cool.
That was fun.
Shit, it barely lasted a week.
It barely lasted a match. That shit was half a match.
We get Fallon Henley apologizing to Kiana James.
You know what? Kiana James being too fucking dramatic because Fallon had a good point. She's like, why did you just tell us that weeks ago?
Because you know why? Because that's not your fucking business who I'm on the phone with. That's why. You go ask who I'm texting?
Could have avoided all that.
Who the fuck is you?
I don't know what's in your phone, Cyrus.
Shit, I ain't gonna tell you. That's my business.
It's crazy. You wouldn't tell me who you texting right now?
Absolutely not. That's my fucking business.
You tell me your shorties?
You see, Fallon Henley.
If me and you were tag team champions, you couldn't tell me who you was texting.
Stay out of my business, yo.
That's crazy.
what is it? You know, Fallon Henley, she ignored one of the best rules that you could follow. Stay out of black people business.
You're right. You know what? You're right. I forgot. Black History
Shit,
Month.
shit, all year.
Oh, you're right. Stay out of black people business. You're right. I take that back.
That's a
Fallon,
lot. That's a
yeah,
lot.
you
That's
do
a
too much.
lifetime thing. Stay out of. I'm talking to family. Maybe my family embarrasses me, huh? You know,
Ever think that?
maybe I don't want to talk about my brother.
I want to hate on the storyline so bad because it's so stupid and cheesy, but I'm invested. I'm in. It's really dumb. I'm in though.
The way this shit got so many legs, like the fact that it's still going is kind of crazy to me.
This has been like a 6 month fucking storyline. And
Yeah.
If you would have told me 6 months ago, this is going to be like one of the top storylines
Shit,
in NXT.
6 months ago, we didn't even like Kiana James.
You're right. I thought you did. That's crazy how much she grew on me that fast. Now I think about it.
Yeah.
You're right.
What is it? You know, she cracks Nikita in the back of the head with a brick. Next week, she going crazy in the Iron Survivor. And then she's our favorite person. So I like Kiana James, but Fallon Henley. Yeah, stay in fucking business, man. I hope this story doesn't continue and Kiana is actually cheating. I don't like that. I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I want a Disney ending for this Disney ass.
Yeah, don't go Degrassi on me.
Yeah, I need a Disney ending.
Okay. Next, we get Stevie Turner. She pulls up to her live stream and say,
"That's what I'm talking about, baby."
Lyra Valkyra, you's a bitch.
She heard the podcast. What did I say? I said,
you don't believe that she's a real streamer?
If you're a real female streamer, I'm about to get my Quan Tate bag. If you're a real female streamer, you know what you gotta do. I need the low cut shirt. What she do this week? She gave me the low cut shirt.
She didn't even wear a shirt. It was just a bra or like a bikini top.
So next week, if we want real heat,
bathtub stream.
We need the hot tub stream next week. If you want some real streamer heat, if you want the incels, if you want Reddit on your ass, you need the hot tub stream.
Stevie, if you do listen to this, I think what you're doing right now is fantastic. I'm not a pervert like this man.
Aiden, I'm not doing it for the perv. I'm doing it for the heat.
Okay.
Y'all not thinking business. I'm thinking business. All right.
Okay. You'll do anything for the heat, huh?
I'm saying if you want to go to real life,
y'all heard him.
A lot of people are against the hot tub streamers. They get a lot of heat on Twitch.
All right, bro.
You know what I mean?
I don't even go on Twitch anymore.
You know what I mean? Aiden Ross, that's poison. Who am I to not listen to Aiden Ross?
That's poison.
What he said, he says poison.
What happened with Alba Fire and Ivy Niles?
What happened? I don't know.
I when I was filling out the docket, I saw that they had a match on the YouTube.
I could tell you that I gave it a 2 on the spreadsheet. As far as what happened, Alba Fire won as she should have. That's all I got.
All I remember is Tatum Paxton being like, "Nah, you got it." I don't really know after the Nikki Alliance promo. So yeah, I think she did it.
Think she did that shit?
Yeah, she was looking mad guilty watching that Nikita Lyons vignette.
I still think it's I don't think she did it, but I think she's involved somehow and she feels guilty about it. And I don't know what she did.
What is it?
You know what it is? What if it's a situation like on The Wire season 4?
Oh,
who was it?
Where
Naaman went the old boy and told him to go to the back at this time.
No, it wasn't him. It was Randy.
Oh, Randy, you're right. When Randy told the old boy to go over there, we ain't see him again.
No, and then they had to smoke Lil Kevin because he told Randy that they took him up the block.
You know what I mean?
He in the vacant. He ain't never coming back. And Randy said, "What do you mean by that?"
What do you mean he's not coming back?
You know what? I think it would be hilarious if it was that. Like somebody just asked, "Hey, where's Nikita?" And then Tatum Paxton was just like, "Oh, she's in the parking lot."
Well, I seen her in the parking lot. That's what I think happened. I think she's like somehow an accessory and didn't want to be, but ended up in it. I'm interested.
That'd be funny,
That-
honestly.
That's
I'd rock
my
with it.
fantasy booking. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just popped in my head.
I rock with it, man. And oh, whoa, what's going on? My contribution to my 403B is processing.
What that mean?
I'm gonna get that money when I retire. What?
Oh, see, I don't even know about that. I'm not getting bread like that, so I didn't even know.
Random ass email. That is it for NXT. You can follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/the A Show RNC.
What kind of flex was that?
We're cooking up. Hey man, I got a nice job. They should pay me more.
You tried to do the low key flex. You tried to sneak it in there before. You said, "Look at my 401k." What an
Shit.
asshole.
My bad. My job got benefits.
Oh.
Patreon.com/the A Show RNC. We have nice things cooking up. Meals is cooking up the diaries, man. We're cooking up spot callers. We have a very when I picked the show for spot callers and I looked at it on Cage Match, a very unlikely a very like random person is on the card. So
What's the what are you doing?
I don't want to spoil the
speaking of it,
surprise. I don't want to
text it
spoil
to
the
me.
surprise.
Text it to me.
I'll text it to you after the show. So look forward to
I
that.
want to react on the damn pod. Whatever, it's fine. Go ahead.
Shit, I can't do that shit right now.
It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
But looking forward to it. With our Patreon perks, you get shows or weekly shows early. So you'll get this. You'll get what is it? The A Show that Tuesday. I don't know how the fuck. Well, I know how he do it. I can't do that. And then you'll get spot callers like a day early. I mean, what is it? The War Report a day early. That is it. What else is there? No, that's about it. You can follow us on Twitter at the A Show RNC. Everything is in the show notes as normal. I'm about to just start saying that instead of doing the whole spiel.
Join the Discord, join the TikTok, join the YouTube.
Yes.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow
YouTube
Meals.
as well.
Follow everybody. Follow J5. Follow Armand. The whole crew.
That's where the links in the show notes will take you. So peace out, everybody. Much love.